Hey guys, Megan here.
Hey, and I'm Stephanie. We
are Farm Besties
with
Farm Fresh Advice.
So what do we got going on today, Miss Megan?
I smell something real pretty.
I do too.
And it is called Little Sudsy Christian Lowe Leather Care. However, this is laundry soap.
It says laundry soap for what I see.
Yeah.
So it's part of his leather care line.
It smells delicious.
It does. I like it.
I love the
tea
smell.
tree oil.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing I smell, which I love.
And an easy, did you have any problems with the bottle?
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes.
You just pop the thing up and squeeze it
I know.
right out. Yeah.
Easy. It's our product review. I just want to,
it was easy. I did notice when I got it from you, it wasn't like closed all the way and it was kind of trying to leak out. So you want to make sure there's that. Like,
that's me.
You see that? It didn't quite close all the way. And I think it's just because you get a little soap residue.
Yeah.
Kind of like, in your pumps where your hand soap, it starts to develop that booger on the end of dried soap.
And I got to tell you guys a funny story. It's going to be a blonde moment. You're all going to laugh. So when it arrives, there is that seal on it. Okay? So, yes.
I think I know where this is going.
You may, and everybody out there watching this, yep. So, I thought I had undone the seal, and I did, but I left, for some reason, the seal stayed in there.
Yeah.
And then it got re-screwed, and it's
sealed.
And then you're trying to pour it, but it's like pouring so slow. So guys, for my blonde moment, make sure you take the seal out. Don't just unseal it.
So, Miss Megan, can you talk about, does it have the active ingredients on here?
Oh, she's going to make me answer the hard questions. It says added power of tea tree oil is an easy-to-use concentrate, all-vegetable laundry soap, safe for colors, cold water effective, high efficiency, machine safe. It also tells you, 1/8 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup. For even better results, add 3 teaspoons of safe bleach to every load. I did not. Did you?
No. I don't have currently any color safe bleach at home, so I will tell you my story. I did a couple loads. First time, I don't think I used. First of all, my suggestion is always shake it up. I think it separates when it sits there, and it was just sitting there like next to my machine, and I just kind of went like that. I don't think it was. I think some stuff settled, and I don't think I really got soap.
Okay.
I think I got some soap, but not the full effect. So I kind of was like, oh, I should have
done that. So you did another load?
So the first load, I don't think I used enough.
Okay.
And again, I didn't shake it.
Yeah.
So, and I only used it on like a couple of items, right?
Okay.
Love the smell of tea tree oil.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel it did anything as far as like major cleaning.
Yep.
So I ended up doing another load and I shook it up. So it was stirred up and I used quite a bit more. And I don't think that it really worked. It was some pretty dirty stuff.
Yeah.
So I wear a tinted physical sunscreen, which if you can see, Megan, it leaves that tinting a little bit.
Yeah, you have a little shading.
I got a little shading around here, right? So it didn't take this out.
Okay.
And a lot of them don't. But I also feel like it didn't take the stink out real well.
Okay.
But it did, I did get a little bit of the tea tree smell on the clothing. But to me, after like several uses, I decided what I would probably use this for would be like delicate things that don't get real dirty, that are delicate, that don't need to be like super soaked in Monster soap.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't use color safe bleach. I don't have any, and I rarely use it. I rarely bleach anything other than some whites, and even then I don't have to do it.
Okay.
So, for everyday use, especially for a farm person, I think delicates. I think it would be really, really nice. I think it's a nice, gentle detergent for delicate shirts, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I would be okay using that on like more of my day-to-day work clothes, which are a little bit more delicate because they're professional business attire. I mean, this needs some kind of monster cleaning on occasion.
It does, because we're going to different farms. So,
right. So That's my experience.
So
Tell me yours.
My experience is we use this in the spring. And I'm going to admit, we had some nasty, nasty saddle pads.
Okay, so you washed actual horse equipment.
Yes,
saddle
so
pads.
we washed saddle pads that, you know, in the springtime, they're shedding. So it had a lot of hair, a lot of nasty. And we wash saddle pads once a week to twice every week, actually. Yeah.
Once a week.
Especially starting in the spring.
And your horses go 6 days a week.
Yeah, they work. And so I would say I love the smell, how they came back. Like, so love it. Way better than other laundry detergents. However,
Did it smell tea tree to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. However, it did not work. It didn't get in there and get the real grime. Like the saddle pads, they smelled clean, but they were still a little grimy. So I would say for my show saddle pads, because actually it would make me happy showing, like I get on my horse and I smell tea tree oil.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend for show saddle pads because they don't get as dirty unless it's raining or whatever. I would recommend this product for that. If you have some nasty blankets, if you have some nasty saddle pads or boots, I don't recommend it.
Did you make the mistake I made where you didn't really mix the ingredients and it was just sitting there?
Yeah.
Because the first time I did that, it came out real thin.
Yeah.
Almost watery, and I was like, and then the second time I was like, I kind of picked it up and I was like, this is pretty heavy for something that came out as watery as it is. And then I shook it and used it and I was like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so the product does, the ingredients settle out a little bit.
And I'm bad at that. I rarely, like my drinks, I don't
it.
shake. I just don't do that. Maybe I'm lazy, whatever.
Yeah.
But
so again, for you, something that's not super dirty, more of I don't know if I call it delicate,
pad,
but like
but there are some people who wash their saddle pads every other ride, right?
Yeah.
I would recommend this product for them.
Yeah.
If you're a riding stable, lots of school horses that are going, and the saddle pads are being washed every other week in the summer.
Not going to be enough.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I got a question for you. Did you try that on your riding clothes, like breeches?
I didn't. I should have.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I should have done that.
Because those, I feel like those are a little bit I don't know if I call them delicate, but...
And honestly, I avoid washing my riding pants because a lot of laundry soap eats at my riding pants. So I wish I had thought about that for this review. Maybe we can revisit it because you make a really good point because those are my delicates, even though I'm riding in them every day and they have to be durable. But actually, laundry soap...
It's hard on them.
Very, very hard on my pants.
Okay. We're going to make that a goal.
Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, we'll come back. Right?
Yeah, great idea.
Okay.
Thanks, Steph.
Booyah!
And we want to thank Christian, Lowe, Erica, and Christian for trusting us in doing these reviews. We love doing reviews. We always want to, be honest.
Yep, we're always going to be honest.
That is our honest review.
Clearly.
I love these products. I don't want to speak for you, but I've just been really, really enjoying the products they have sent, and I can't wait.
More reviews.
We have a lot more reviews, and I cannot wait to share these products.
All right, so we're going to make this a two-part, but it's going to be one video. So we're going to say goodbye, but you guys, we're going to click in shortly here we're going to come back with her review of having washed a couple pairs of breeches.
It'll be probably 2 weeks later, but you won't know.
No, we'll make it one video.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. So
we may look the same, we may look different. Hold tight.
Hey guys.
It's Megan and Stephanie back with, as promised, part 2 of What You Got There?
Christian Lowe laundry soap.
Yeah, so part 1, you guys were just watching. Here we magically reappeared for part 2. The whole idea was we wanted to see how this worked on equestrian clothing. Mm-hmm. You and I were not convinced so much for saddle pads and things, but I thought more delicate clothes like breeches and things, maybe riding shirts.
Yeah.
So did you give her a whirl?
I did.
What'd you try? What'd you try them on?
I tried them on my breeches, which I have my favorite breeches, but they're they're kind of thin, and so I like to launder them infrequently so they last longer because I go through breeches a lot and I love the soap.
Okay, were they full seats or what were they?
Yeah, they were full seat.
Were they, what kind of full seat? Was it leather or?
Sticky stuff.
Sticky stuff,
Yeah,
okay.
they come with the new sticky stuff now.
Okay.
So
Yep.
they're, I think they're a cheaper pant. They last the longest for me. I'm the most comfortable in them. And
But they get a lot of use because you ride a lot of horses.
they do.
So they get dirty.
Well, they get dirty, but also when I launder them, actually they get wore
Yeah.
by the machine, right? Like, so sometimes they come out worse than I put them in.
Like, really? What do you mean?
When
You mean like the unraveling, or do you mean dirtier? What do you mean?
No, not dirtier.
Okay.
No, they come out clean, but like the seams will come apart.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's wear on the seam. I mean, obviously there's wear because
Okay.
I'm riding them, but
So that's not necessarily related to any soap you use. That's just more the fact that you're hard on your breeches.
I'm very hard on my breeches.
And when
Yeah.
you launder them, it shows.
Yeah,
the wear and tear shows.
But what
Okay.
I was gonna say was they didn't show like
Okay.
with this soap. So
Okay.
that's why I would highly recommend this
Okay.
soap. And
Were
they
your
smell
breeches
good.
Clean.
Were they clean?
Were they? Yeah. Did your breeches get nice and clean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
They were clean and they didn't like, cause there's like some wear. It shows on the seam and it didn't come out that way.
Okay.
So, and
Okay.
I highly recommend the soap
Okay.
for breeches.
Did you do anything like your riding shirts, or
No, I only did my breeches.
probably don't put those all together, do you, in a load?
I don't. I do it separately. I also don't use the dryer. So
Yeah.
I wash them and then I set them out to air dry.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
You and I both agree. Maybe not so great on the saddle pads, but you loving
Yeah,
for the clothes.
For my clothes, definitely.
clothes.
And I do recommend for saddle pads if there isn't a lot of use, like show pads.
Yeah.
So I have a very busy riding school and I don't think it worked as well. And also it was in the spring when the horses are pretty hairy.
Oh, hairy and dirty.
Yeah, so I don't recommend this soap for really dirty.
And how often, per week do you wash saddle pads? Because if they're getting used, let's say 5 days a week for at least an hour.
Yeah,
in
so
the
seven.
spring, they're pretty
So they
filthy.
get worked. Probably they give lessons 6 days a week, and they're getting washed. It depends again on the type. Like in the winter, they don't get as dirty, so
Yeah.
we put them off like.
Blankets, keep the horses clean.
Yeah, every other week, but like right now it is 105 degrees, heated. Well, we didn't actually work the horses today. However, in this heat, we probably wash them once a week.
Yeah, we're in the throes of the humidity in the Midwest, so they sweat a lot.
Yeah, so in shedding, so spring and fall shedding season, they probably get washed once a week, and then in the summertime, have more, and actually less in the winter, but it comes and goes. I mean,
Okay.
like we check the saddle pads, and when they're dirty, they get washed.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, so still, first thing you definitely say you're equestrian wear.
equestrian wear, show saddle pads, because my show saddle pads only get used one time and then they get washed. They're white. It's worked really well on. So I would highly recommend this
Yeah.
soap, but for the deep clean, I would not.
Okay.
So that's my,
Yeah.
feedback.
And it smells good, if I recall.
yeah, oh, it smells really good. All
Yeah,
their
it's got that
products
tea
too.
tree oil.
Yeah.
It smells. I love the smell of tea tree oil. It's been a favorite smell of mine, and that is actually antimicrobial, so that's really nice.
Whoop, whoop.
So, are you halfway even through it? I think maybe halfway, yeah.
No, I think a third, or
Okay.
I only have a third left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been using it. We took a long break between part 1 and part 2. You've had a
April
Many-
to, you used it, I used it.
Mhm.
We got it we started using it in April.
yeah.
And now what is it, July?
It's mid to end of July. Third
So
week of July.
it's lasted us this long.
Yeah. Yeah, which is great. And
Yeah.
what's the size on there?
475 milliliters.
Okay, yeah. So, what did we say? 2 thumbs? 1 thumb?
I would say, yeah, I would give it 2 thumbs.
Okay.
For my,
You guys heard it here.
yeah, I highly recommend it. And I would like to thank Christian Lowe
Yeah.
for trusting us
Yes.
to give a review. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Several of his products. We have several products
Yeah.
reviewed, so make sure you check those out.
Yeah.
Helmet spray, saddle soaps, right?
Various saddle soaps, sponges, conditioners.
All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, so check
those
it out.
We
Yeah.
got a playlist, I think, right?
We do.
Check the playlist out. All right, that's all we had, guys.
Bye,
Wanted to
guys.
make sure we followed up. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Let us know if you got questions. We'll link to his website. I'm pretty sure you can find this at most tack shops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're looking for it, inquire your local tack shop or just go online. Easy peasy, right? We all shop online.
Yep, and we'll
So-
put the website down below.
Yep, we'll link it down
and
below.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, so thanks so much, you guys. See you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.